Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remain standing as you are able for the candidates processional. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Air Force ROTC Blue Sabres and the Army ROTC Stonehenge Battalion.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose white stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red above bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you to the Missouri S&T University Winds and the Missouri S&T Choir program for providing music for the opening of our ceremony. Thank you to the Air Force and Army ROTC candidates for posting the colors. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Chancellor Modegani will now begin our program.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, much better. Welcome. Welcome to today's commencement ceremonies. Today we are celebrating the accomplishments of our students and soon-to-be graduates. Graduates, I could not be prouder of you. Not only you have completed rigorous coursework and achieved your degree, but you have accomplished this during a global health pandemic. You faced challenges, you persevered, and you are here today, more resilient than when you started down your education path years ago. As members of Missouri S&T's sesquicentennial class, you are graduating at a unique time in our university's history. For 150 years, S&T has educated creative thinkers, innovators, and leaders among many industries. And now you join those distinguished alumni. I often hear from alumni about how their S&T education prepared them for their career and success. That is wonderful to hear, of course. I have no doubt that your education will pay tremendous dividends but that is only part of the story. The rest of the story, as they say, is that every graduate of S&T has influence on others. Through your relentless pursuit of purpose, you and your fellow graduates will provide critical contributions to critical challenges facing our society and the world. You will invent new businesses and technology, support cybersecurity, help protect the environment, further space exploration, educate our youth, or any of the thousands of other interesting and important career paths our alumni follow. You may excel in a career that doesn't even exist yet, and you will influence others along the way as you do so. My challenge to you as graduates during your university's 150th anniversary is to come back 50 years from now to celebrate your university's bicentennial year. Or better yet, get in touch with university leaders in about 48 years and help plan S&T's 200th anniversary celebration. Graduates, please look at your family members and friends in the building with us today. Look at them, wave at them, thank them. Stand up and look at them. Stand up, wave at them. Thank them all. Just think for a moment what they have gone through to put you through. Think of your grade school years, your high school years, all the worries that they had about your education. And now you made them proud. You are here today. So when you get home, hug them and thank them. And remember everything that they've done for you to get you to this point. And consider all the people cheering for you who are not in this building with us today. Please join me in showing your appreciation to those people who have given you vital support during your academic careers. So let's give them a round of applause again. Thank you all. Now I would like to introduce a distinguished guest on our platform party. Our state constitution vests the governance of the University of Missouri system in a 9-member board of curators. Curators are appointed by the governor with advice and consent of the Senate. They give freely of their time to support and defend the university's policies, as well as its mission as a land-grant university to discover, disseminate, preserve, and apply knowledge. Curator Keith Holloway has joined us today. He lives in Cape Girardeau and represents Missouri's 8th Congressional District. He founded and currently owns Professional Packaging. He is a commercial real estate investor and manager in Cape Girardeau County, as well as Wayne and Butler counties in Missouri. He's a former officer of the University of Missouri Extension Council for Cape Girardeau County and has been a member of the council since 2012. Curator Holloway has faithfully served the Board of Curators and the citizens of Missouri since his appointment by Missouri Governor Mike Parson earlier this year. Curator Holloway, could you please stand up and be recognized? Thank you, sir. Now I would like to introduce today's commencement speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to have with us today Dr. Larry Gregg to deliver the commencement address. We are fortunate to have Dr. Gregg with us today as he just returned from Las Vegas. And I asked him and he thinks he won, but we all know better. Now, before you start imagining him gambling and watching magic shows, I can tell you that our commencement speaker was in Vegas for a much more legitimate reason. It was because of his mob connections. You heard me right? He has a mob connection in Vegas. You see, Dr. Gregg is a historian, and he has written multiple books about the history of Las Vegas. He was invited to speak at the Mob Museum on the 75th anniversary of the opening of the Flamingo Hotel. Today, he will commemorate another important anniversary with his talk. The anniversary, of course, is our Cisco Centennial. Dr. Gregg wrote the book on S&T's history, literally. His book, Forged in Gold, Missouri S&T's first 150 years, tells the story of how a hard-to-scrabble county academy in the Ozarks became the leading science and technology institution you are graduating from today. I highly recommend that book. It's just remarkable how we've gotten from where we were to where we are today. Dr. Gregg is a Curator's Distinguished Teaching Professor Emeritus of History at Missouri S&T. He began teaching at S&T in 1977 and has touched the lives of thousands of our students over the years. In fact, some of you may have taken a class with him and know that he genuinely cares about his students. How many of you have taken a class with Dr. Gregg? Can I see a show of hands? There you are, okay. Dr. Gregg served as the chair of our History and Political Science Department for 17 years. Although he is retired, he continues to conduct research and write books. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Larry Gregg.
Thank you, Chancellor Degani. What a day. Great day for all of you. And I'm sure you're all relieved that there are no more assignments from professors. Yet, as a recently retired professor, I cannot resist giving you one more assignment, which I will identify at the end of my remarks. As I was researching a history of S&T, one of the critical questions I wanted to find answers to was, what are minor students and alumni capable of doing? And the answers I found are truly inspiring. What are minors capable of doing? Consider Daniel Jackling. From a poor Missouri farm family, Jackling graduated in 1892 with a degree in metallurgy. He went west and was responsible for the development of the massive Bingham Canyon copper mine in Utah. For his achievement in 1932, the American Association of Engineering Societies bestowed upon Jackling its highest honor, the John Fritz Medal. Previous recipients of this medal included George Westinghouse, Alexander Graham Bell, and Thomas Edison. What are minors capable of doing? Consider Hector Boza, who was born in Peru and graduated in 1911, earning a degree in mining engineering. On his return to his home country, Boza developed gold and silver mines, and then he turned to public service. He was not only the president of the nation's Senate, but also Peru's vice president. In addition, he served as that nation's ambassador to Colombia, then as a delegate to the United Nations, and then he led the Peruvian delegation at the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II in London. What kind of courage are minors capable of displaying? Consider Eva Endurance Hurdler. Eva transferred to the Missouri School of Mines in 1909 from Washington University, and she was the campus's only female student in 1909. Despite the faculty's unwavering opposition to granting her a degree in mining engineering, even though she had met all the degree requirements, Hurdler went on to have a successful mining engineering career. What kind of courage are miners capable of displaying? Consider George A. Whiteman. Whiteman was from Sedalia, Missouri, and attended the School of Mines in the mid-1930s, majoring in chemical engineering before enlisting in the Army Air Corps. Commissioned as a second lieutenant, Whiteman was serving in Hawaii on December 7, 1941. When the Japanese attack began, Whiteman made it to his plane and was able to become briefly airborne before being shot down in a fiery crash. Whiteman was the first American killed in aerial combat during the war. The Air Force honored his memory by renaming the Sedalia Air Force Base in 1959 as Whiteman Air Force Base. What kind of courage are miners capable of displaying? Consider George E. Horn and Elmer Bell Jr., graduates of Sumner High School in St. Louis, who became the pioneers of desegregation of public colleges and universities in Missouri when they agreed to join the NAACP in suing the University of Missouri to gain enrollment at the Missouri School of Mines in 1950. What are miners capable of doing? Consider their extraordinary contributions to NASA. George Miller graduated from the School of Mines in 1939 with a degree in electrical engineering. And 24 years later, Miller became an associate administrator at NASA and was in charge of the manned spaceflight program through 1969. He oversaw not only the conclusion of the Gemini program, but also the successful moon landing of Apollo 11. Consider Farouk El-Baz, who was from Egypt. He received a master's degree in geology in 1961 and a PhD in 1964. El-Baz joined NASA in 1967 and began work on the Apollo program. Specifically, he was secretary of the committee that determined the ideal landing site for the historic Apollo 11 mission. And he gained popular notoriety through the HBO series From the Earth to the Moon, which had a segment entitled The Brain of Farouk El-Baz. Consider the astronauts. Tom Akers, who graduated with a degree in mathematics in 1973. Janet Kavandi, who earned a master's degree in chemistry in 1982. And Sandra Magnus, who received both a bachelor's degree in physics in 1986 and a master's degree in electrical engineering in 1990. They all were on important missions. What are miners capable of doing? Consider Fred Kummer, a 1955 graduate with a bachelor's degree in civil engineering. Kummer founded the hospital building and equipment company 5 years later, employing a unique design-build approach. His company built over 1,000 healthcare facilities. He also established Adams Mark Hotels and Resorts Incorporated, a chain of 24 upscale properties. Last year, only a few months before his death, Kummer and his wife June donated $300 million to his alma mater. What are miners capable of doing? Consider Mariana Rodriguez, another native of Peru. She earned a civil engineering degree in 1980 and became a higher education leader in Peru, establishing not one, not two, not three, but 4 universities and institutes. What are miners capable of doing? One last example. Consider Gary White. White earned a bachelor's degree and then a master's degree in civil engineering in 1985 and 1987. His achievements have been so extraordinary that Time magazine, in its 2011 list of the 100 most influential people in the world, included Gary White. He partnered with actor Matt Damon to form Water.org, and through that organization has had a greater impact on the world than any other miner. By 2019, Water.org was bringing fresh water to an additional 1 million people every 3 months. So, what's the answer to my question? Miners can do anything, no matter how challenging. Now, for my assignment to all of you, in 2071, As the campus celebrates its bicentennial, someone like me will be standing up here giving a talk to an audience. Your assignment today is to have such an extraordinary career, such a compelling life, that speaker will have to include some of you in their talk. So, to you, the sesquicentennial class of miners, go out there and do great things. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gregg. At this time, Provost Colin Potts will say a few words and present the candidates for master's degree. Would the candidates for master's degree please rise?
Good morning. Master's degrees have been awarded for hundreds of years. I know this because Dr. Gregg and I were there. And they've been awarded for recognition of mastery at the level needed originally for graduates to go abroad and teach their subject area and practice it as masters. Today, it's not so different. Our master's degree candidates teach, consult, lead, and just set an example to their new colleagues in the way that's just been described in their fields through all kinds of degrees and all kinds of careers. So congratulations. Chancellor Degani, I have the honor of presenting these candidates who have been recommended by the faculty of the Missouri University of Science and Technology for the master's degrees as designated.
Thank you, Provost Potts. By the virtue of authority vested in me by the President and the Board of Curators of the University of Missouri, I confer upon you the master's degree in your respective fields, together with all the rights, honors, and privileges, as well as the obligations and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
The faculty marshals will now direct the master's degree graduates to the platform. Graduates, please refrain from shaking hands while on stage. Graduates will then go into the hallway for photos. Upon returning to your place, you may be seated.
Keenan Lawrence McBurney. Daedra Elaine Foster. Desmond Adu Brempong. Charita Michelle Willis. Emma Louise Huber. Rudy A. Starrick. Mary Catherine Kosaski. Joy Amponasa. Vivian Kate Barnes. Chloe Gail Francis. Elizabeth Noel Lemieux. Shelby Ray Burnworth. Andrew Wesley Jones. Murtada Mustafa Muskalab. Kei Ying Wang. John DeWright Corsby. Margaret Virginia X. Evan Alexander Provenza. Stephen Carl Jackson. Spencer Brad Black. Jithin Sajan. Sean Taham. Neil J. Kaiser. Doa Okla Rajab. Bahafema Ekohan Dutoa. Peter Aina. Reagan Holden. Nicholas Ray Cochran. Daniel Ocheku. Femi Danielle Ahalome. Lauren Ashley Francis. And Merrick Preston Ackert.
Will the audience please join me in congratulating these graduates? Provost Potts will now recognize our undergraduate honors students.
Thank you. I'd first like to introduce an esteemed member of our platform party who leads the programs and services for student success, including our Honours Academy. Dr. Kathy Northcutt is our Vice Provost of Academic Support at S&T. Dr. Northcutt joined our English and Technical Communication faculty in 2004 and was instrumental in building our bachelor's and master's degree programs in technical communication. She became Vice Provost of Academic Support in September after filling the role as Interim Vice Provost since 2020. In addition to her responsibilities at S&T, Dr. Northcutt represents S&T to her peers at over 100 highly ranked research universities through the Association for Undergraduate Education at Research Universities. Dr. Northcutt, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. At this time, I'd like to recognize the students who have completed their bachelor's degrees with a perfect 4.0 grade point average at S&T. That's perfect. So please stand and call as I call your name and be recognized. Jason Andrew Coleman, Benjamin Daniel Ellebrecht, Caleb Michael Freeland, Danielle Nadine Hopper, Adam Thomas Rice, Amanda Jane Rodell, and Stephen Michael Simmons. Congratulations. Now I'd like to call your attention to those students who've achieved Missouri S&T's highest academic honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. Would these graduates please rise? You know who you are. Right. Congratulations. Thank you. You may be seated. And I'd also like to recognize the faculty who have dedicated their careers in pursuit of knowledge and who have helped all our graduates reach their academic goals. Faculty, will you please rise? Thank you. Don't they look colorful? Thank you. Thank you very much.
At this time, Chancellor Degani will confer degrees upon the class of 2021. During the conferring of degrees, candidates will rise when their major field is identified. Vice Provost and Dean Richard Welton, on behalf of the College of Engineering and Computing, will now say a few words and then present candidates for bachelor's degrees from departments within the college.
As Oscar Wilde said, education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing worth knowing can be taught. Today you leave this campus as a computer scientist or an engineer, at least out of the College of Engineering and Computing, and you are a unique breed. Most of you are the first engineer or computer scientist in your family. As a child, you were unique, inquisitive, and the one who looked at the world through a different set of eyes. You had to understand how everything worked. You liked to take things apart, and very often you would find that you had the magical power to make broken things work. You were the one who knew how to program the thermostat, to repair the dishwasher, or to stop the alarm clock from flashing 1200. And then you arrived here, and you suddenly found that you were surrounded by people who are just like you. You compared stories and found a shared experience and a common set of values. For the first time, you were surrounded by engineers and scientists, and for the rest of your career, you will always feel at home among this group. So look around, because now you're among a new family. Today, you will leave this campus and you will change the world. Whatever you choose to do, you will make a difference, and that is the greatest reward we can give you. In a world that has come to depend on technology, you are the arbiters of the future, the ones who will lead us through tomorrow's challenges while solving the problems of today. Will the candidates from the following programs please stand and remain standing? Architectural engineering, ceramic engineering, chemical engineering, civil engineering, engineering management, environmental engineering, geological engineering, geology and geophysics, metallurgical engineering, and petroleum engineering. Congratulations.
Thank you, and please be seated. Interim Vice Provost and Dean Kate Drown will present the candidates for bachelor's degree within the College of Arts, Science, and Business.
Good morning. I can still remember so clearly my own college graduation, though it happened honestly before most of you were born. We only had one graduation speaker that day, the president of my college, and I can still remember his advice. This was before the internet age, and he told us that wherever we went, we should always remember to have a book with us for when we were stuck in line at the bank or in a traffic jam or at a bus stop. The examples he gave seem kind of quaint now. He could not have imagined a time when smartphones in our pockets would supplant most people's engagement with actual real books. But the spirit of that advice is still good, even if the technology has changed. My college president didn't mean that we should carry a book with us to stave off boredom. He meant that we should never squander an opportunity to learn something new, to expand our knowledge, or to better ourselves. Reading books is one good way to do that, a really good way, but it's far from the only way. So that's the message I'd like to pass down from my own graduation to yours. Adopt habits that make you a voracious learner. Read a lot, and in lots of areas. Ask questions, do your research, stay curious, and put all those skills that you learned here at S&T to work in your daily life, not just while you're at work, but all the time. These habits of mind will enrich your life as a person, not just as an employee, and will make the world around you so much more interesting. So congratulations on your graduation, and I hope you enjoy this day and feel proud of yourself, because certainly all of us on this stage really feel proud of you. And even now, in 2021, remember that it's still not a bad idea to keep a book in your backpack. Will the candidates from the following programs please rise and remain standing? Biological Sciences, Chemistry, Economics, English, English and Technical Communication, Physics, Psychology, Technical Communication. Thank you.
bachelor degree students please rise?
Chancellor Degani, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Missouri University of Science and Technology, I'm honored to present these candidates standing before you for their bachelor's degrees as designated.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the President and the Board of Curators of the University of Missouri, I confer upon you the bachelor's degree in your respective fields, together with all the rights, honors, and privileges, as well as the obligations and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
You may now be seated. The faculty marshals will now direct the graduates to the platform. Graduates, please refrain from shaking hands while on stage. Graduates will then go into the hallway for photos. When you return to your place, you may be seated.
Claire Catherine Sabata. Megan Catherine Lennox. Alyssa M. Bax. Rebecca A. Connor. Ty Matthew Conley. Michael Tyler Harden. McKenna Ashley Harnicke. Kate Lauren Hoinecke. Christian Jacob Lehman. Peter Robert Shanker. Noah Hunter Ashman. Ezekiel Michael Peterson. Alexandra Danielle Schulte. Stephen Michael Simmons. Carly Susan Winkleman. Broderick A. Niemeyer. Fahad Mohammed Majarishi. Jacob Wilson Miser. Samantha Marie Hartman. Ethan D'Amico. Catherine Eleanor Holland. Robert D. Wyand. Danielle Nadine Hopper. Matthew Allen Walker. Kyle James Smerick. Benjamin T. Mattis. Garrett R. Miller. Matthew R. Vishy. Erica Pizzo. Anna Schneider. J. Thomas Moretek. Mitchell Clark Burkett. Anthony Roth Lubert. Amber Leanne Comfort. Elizabeth Marie Faith. Cassandra L. Gorman. Sawyer I. Hop. Sophia Longwell. McKenna Suzanne Pickett. Carla Lisette Martinez Dishman. Kesa Christiane Olson Wilkinson. Catherine R. Hostetler. Jenna Lee Graff. Sarah Elizabeth Davis. Allison R. Ashbrook. Kusha Barumahe. Chloe Renee Betts. Dylan Robert Lavallee. Nicholas Lee Larson. Cody LeBrian Lane Norfolk. Carly E. McKee. Julia Marshall. Carrie Ann Nobby. Loki David Kortner. Adam Mark Wells. Ethan David Lowry. Eric Anthony Valdez. Gabriel Ann Yules. Griffin Wayne Talkie. Brooke Ann Southard. Brennan Schroeder. Patrick Barry Sox. Walter Clarence Pudwitter. Jennifer Lynn Pruce. Dylan James O'Kelly. Brandon W. Nutter. Benjamin Tyler Burris. Carrie L. Clinton. Caitlin Deborah Cook. Hannah Morgan Cooper. Catherine Adele Curran. Susan E. Donaldson. Ferris Muhammad Bahato. Jonathan Jamal Dokum. Benjamin Daniel Ellebrecht. Catherine Marie Epperly. Ana Paola Exueda Argueta. Jamie Marie Folsing. Daniel James Gauchow. Frederick J. Glover. Katie A. Hamilton. Jacob R. Novak. Fahad Muhammad. Jacob William Lavelle. Bridget Lutzinger. Caroline Langer. Calvin Whitfield Jr. Nicholas C. Weber. Gregory Charles Walker. Erica Angela Walterman. Brennan James Sims. Victor Rios. Victoria R. Riley. Megan Lynn Proper. Bryce Adam Penrod. Corey A. Oviet. Nicholas James McCann. Peyton Reed McAllister. Brett Michael Maniger. Dalton Joe Brown. Zachary John Adams. Sergio Amerio Chavira. Catherine Michelle Baxter. Kyle M. Deacon. Abdulaziz Muhammad. Tyler Adam Frank. Lucas Delane Gerke. Dylan Michael Harmon. Mary Catherine Haft. Austin J. Horstamp. Claire Ann Crowley. Luke Anthony Gunther. Marcus Charles Vasquez. Tyler Andrew Getty. Paul Noah Adams. Adam Thomas Rice. Ayad Al-Shake. Dustin Lee Overschmidt. Shuchai Karapong. Hayden Q. Holman. Sharnice M. Anderson. Katja Devlin. Celtic O. Pipkin. Stephen Yang. Kevin James Woody. Adam K. Wilson. Walker Andrew Stillman. Pavel Andreevich Smuldin. Elizabeth Marie Scott. Bryce Stephen Pruitt. Corazon Pinote. Sean Michael Perryman. Luke W. Altman. Thomas R. Armour. William Jackson Benhart. Jordan Ross Bowdish. Andrew Ross Boyer. Brandon Matthew Bunger. Sophia Marie Carnegie. Mitchell James Fosnot. Alexander Fierros. Maria Rose Galbraith. Bethany Villette Harris. Kyle David Kimmel. Madeline M. Lechner. Benjamin Charles Seitz. Amanda Jane Riddell. Martha Bridget Meyer. Danielle Jordan Blacker. Matthew F. Sudicum Whitaker. Jacob T. Fitzpatrick. Lane I. Kinslow. Joshua N. Dalton. Ethan Heisel. Noah James Baden. Usef Al-Mubarak. Austin A. Fortney. Garrett Lyle Burns. Heather Ann LaCroix. Jared M. Branstetter. Logan B. Ingram. Ann Elizabeth Vernon. Megan Elizabeth Kerr. Aaron J. Hardy. Justin Chidi Orenze Onbofar. And the one we've all been waiting for, Karen Joyce Sprang.
Ladies and gentlemen, once all graduates have returned to their seats, we will proceed with a commencement tradition. So we're waiting until everybody sits down. While we wait, I'd like to share with you some plans for our university. Today we talked about the past, thanks to Dr. Larry Gregg, and we talked about your accomplishments in the present. Now I would like to talk a little bit about our future as a university. Through the generous and transformative $300 million gift, as I'm sure all of you are aware, a remarkable act of generosity by the late Fred and June Comer, we have created the Comer Institute for Student Success, Research, and Economic Development. We have three main goals that you will see us fulfilling in the coming year. In fact, I consider these three as Fred's mandate to us. To elevate Missouri S&T, to provide broad STEM outreach, and to have economic impact. We received the gift 1 year ago and already have welcomed 460 undergraduate students in our inaugural class of Comer Vanguard Scholars. Some of these scholars attended our time capsule sealing event in November, and I have invited them back to attend when the time capsule is opened 50 years from now. And for our graduates, I sincerely mean it. You know, Fred graduated in 1955. So 50 years from today, for those of you who are graduating today, is not out of reach at all. And you should, at this time, mark your calendars to be here in 50 years. It's vitally important for our graduates to play a role, a continual role in the livelihood of this wonderful university. I like to say, think of all the people and all the effort that they did for 150 years, for all of you to be able to sit here today and succeed at your plans. These things don't happen by accident. You just heard about Fred Comer, and there are many, many other generous donors to the university. And I'm not talking about money here. I'm talking about your engagement with the university to participate in our activities, to provide guidance as you go out and you learn more. Keep an eye on what we are doing here, so you will be a vital part of the future of this university. So 50 years from today, I mean it sincerely, consider being a part of this wonderful institution when we open up the time capsule in 2071. So wherever you go after graduation and whatever path you follow, I invite you to stay connected and be a part of your university's future. At this time, I invite all our graduates to please stand. I now invite you to move your tassels from the right side of your caps to the left as a symbol of your graduation from Missouri University of Science and Technology. Congratulations. I don't see any caps up in the air. Yeah, let's see a few of them. All right, there you go. There you go, yes. All right, now good luck finding your caps.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screens at the front of the stage for congratulations from distinguished individuals representing the University of Missouri System and the Minor Alumni Association.
Congratulations, minors. I am so proud of you, especially after this year of constant change. You deserve even more to relish the honor as members of the 150th anniversary class. Your resilience, your commitment to excellence, and your positive approach to life were tested like never before. And you've shown incredible strength and grace through it all. I'm sure that I speak for all of us when I say that you would not be here without the support of your family and friends and the incredible faculty and staff. So this day is their celebration as well. And graduates, with the perspectives that you gained over the past 14 months, you will look at life much differently. But don't fear to tread. Instead, explore the breadth and depth of what this life has to offer. And don't become jaded. Instead, continue to be amazed at the wonders of life. In closing, thank you for allowing S&T to be an important foundation in your growth as an individual. And go Miners!
It is my sincere pleasure to congratulate each of the Missouri S&T 2020 spring, summer, and fall graduates, as well as the 2021 summer graduates on behalf of the University of Missouri Board of Curators. I also want to recognize the parents, family members, and friends who have supported our students along this remarkable journey and have traveled back to celebrate them today. Your patience, support, and encouragement was essential for their success. Thank you. Graduates, it took a lot of hard work and waiting to get to today's celebration, but I assure you it was well worth it. I believe that education is the strongest path to becoming a leader. Going forward, your accomplishments will be a direct reflection of your hard work here. You have so much to be proud of, and we are proud of you. As you already know, you leave this university with much more than a degree. Many of you have already left prepared for success. Each of you will have opportunities to make a lasting impact. Never stop chasing your dreams. You are now part of a network of successful alumni that represent our 4 public research universities. Always remember your tie to Missouri, S&T, and to Rolla. Stay connected with your classmates and lend a hand to guide those who follow you. Again, on behalf of the entire Board of Curators, congratulations. We all look forward to seeing what you do next. Represent Missouri well.
Greetings, fellow miners and friends. I'm Mike McEvely, president of the Miner Alumni Association and a proud 2-time S&T graduate in civil engineering and engineering management. Today, it's my honor to congratulate our new graduates on behalf of the entire Alumni Association. As you begin a new chapter in your lives, never forget that you are part of one of the greatest alumni networks in the world. On this milestone day for our new graduates and your families, over 65,000 Miner alumni join me in celebrating your achievements and your bright futures. I encourage you to make the most of that advantage by staying connected and getting involved. Because no matter where you live and work, you will always be a miner. Thank you.
I want to thank all of our graduates and guests today for your consideration and following COVID-19 guidelines. Thank you. Thank you all very much. Let me also recognize Paul Hertz, our narrator behind the scenes. Thank you, Paul. John Gallagher, our name reader. Thank you, John. Deanne Jackson, our registrar and her staff, our band and choir, our media services staff, Velvet Hasner, our script writer, our commencement committee led by Dr. Steve Raper and Krista Chambers. I know both of them are here. I've seen both of them around. Thank you. Our staff and everyone else behind the scene. Thank you for all you are doing. Now, I will turn it over to Paul once again. Thank you all and good luck to you in life.
We will now play the Alma Mater hymn, recorded and performed by the Missouri S&T Choir. Feel free to join in. The words are printed in your program. After the hymn, we ask that the audience to please remain seated until after the recessional. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's commencement ceremony. The progression will now begin.
Thank you.